Hi guys, Mythic Lou, welcome to the second round of the AOR GT3 Elite League, and today I'm at Donington Park in Leicestershire. Now, last round at Hockenheim I finished in 4th position, although I didn't really have the pace to finish in 4th. It was mainly to do with a strategy. I didn't decide to pit, which put me from 9th to 4th, and others did pit, so obviously pitting on this game does cost you about 30 seconds, so that's really why I gained all them positions. I did have to hold off Jordan at the end, which thankfully I managed to do, although he did run out of laps. I think if he'd have had one more lap he'd probably got past. But yeah, I was very happy with 4th actually after the race. You know, I was quite chuffed with 4th because I didn't really have the pace to get there, but really I made the strategy work, and which I was very happy with. But anyway, on to this qualifying lap, heading up this hill, this elevation change of this track. Now to turn 7, shift down to gear 2 on the exit, run on the curb. Now up to turn 8, which copies quite a long double right hander, and now onto the straight of Starkeys. Now trying to look for the second marker board, just brake just before there, shift down to gear 3, try not to cut this chicane of turns 9 and 10, which I don't. Now heading up this crest, this uprise of the track, down towards the hairpin of turn 11 Melbourne, and have a poor entry into it, lose the rear, and that might have cost me a couple of attempts. But now heading up towards the last turn of Goddard's, which is another hairpin, try and get a good exit out of this, which it did look like I did actually get a good exit. So heading towards the line now, and I will achieve a 27.2, which put me in 4th position from 7th, so it was a good lap in the end. Yeah, and 3rd to 5th was actually covered by 9,000th of a second, so it was really tight, probably the tightest I've seen from 3rd to 5th on a game. But yeah, it was actually quite unusual. I mean, if I'd have had a better entry into turn 11, then maybe I'd have got 3rd, but it's quite easy to say after the event. But yeah, I was pleased with my qualifying. But anyway, start of the race now. Don't get a good launch. The top 3 got a much better launch, and I think Robin did as well, so he's into 4th now, and I'm just kind of give him a good bit of space. But then I run onto the grass, which is my fault, trying to get back onto the track, and then I'm going a little bit slow, get attacked from Living Dead, and then I'm driving really slow there. But entering turn 3 now for 4, and just trying to catch up to the guys now after that mistake on the exit of turn 1, running onto the grass. And then you'll see I get a really poor entry, which throws me to the inside, and then I get attacked from Living Dead, and he did apologise. He didn't expect me to go to the inside, but the curb just throwed my car to the inside, and I probably did catch him out with the braking, which was unfortunate. But anyway, just trying now to regain some positions. About 4 seconds behind Stevie, but hopefully I can catch him up sooner rather than later. And there's a car that spun, which was Jordan, so up into 7th. He pulled out a little bit too early. I weren't expecting that actually, to be honest, but I don't know if he didn't see me coming or anything. But anyway, up into 7th, and I believed at the time he was right to my right hand side, but thankfully he might have backed out, I'm not too sure. But was going through these turns of 2, 3 and then 4, and entering turn 4, don't get a good entry at all, run onto the grass, so does he on the exit of turn 4. Then I don't know if there's contact there, but anyway, heading up to turn 7, which is McLean's, and again lose the car, go wide. And I've got to be honest, these two opening laps have been absolute shocking driving. As now getting past Stevie, I believe he made a mistake, so lap 5 now, and behind Jordan. So on lap 6, moving on to lap 6, still behind Jordan, but Stevie's behind, he's closed up, go really wide, and Stevie has got past, but we're side by side actually, I believe. He's on my right hand side, he's slightly further ahead, but I've got the inside line for Goddard's, so I should make this move easy. As I did run wide, I'm not sure if I forced him off, as you've seen the rear view mirror, them two were side by side, Living Dead and Stevie. but on lap 7 now, and Jordan spins and up to 6th position, so my teammate is up ahead, which is Robin, and he's about 6 seconds I believe ahead, 7 seconds, so gonna try and have to catch him up as on lap 19 now. And I can tell you, midway through the race I was suffering with really understeer, especially for this first sector. The car didn't feel good, I was doing really slow lap times, and this was one, well, the first of numerous spins in this sort of period. I just couldn't drive the car, I weren't driving it fast at all, I was probably one of the slowest on the track, getting loads of understeer through every corner, didn't feel good to drive as Stevie makes a mistake, so I'm going to claim 6th position back, but I just wasn't enjoying it at all. I was sweating like a pig as well in my room, trying to concentrate. Obviously you can't open a window because, you know, you'll lose loads of time, but it was very hard, and you know, you sort of, I know it's nothing really compared to the heats of Far East Asia, but you know, you do wonder sometimes how the F1 drivers do it at sort of degrees of 50 degrees, you know, track temperature in the likes of Malaysia. But anyway, lap 25 now, and go wide on the exit of Melbourne, so Jordan is through. And then on lap 27, Troy is behind. Troy already pitted, so he's going to try and make the move, do go wide again, and he has got past, so I'm down to 8th position. Yeah, and the car still didn't really feel that good, I was still getting the understeer, and I think it may have been because I set the tyre pressures too low. The tyre temperatures did seem to drop, as you see on the screen, 87, 84, 83 and 81, so they're not that high at all. And then on lap 29, just this glitch, look at this, throws me on, and then it's like I'm on one of them simulators when you go into like an amusement park, and then you go into them and then you see them all hopping all around the place and stuff. I know, watching it back now it's quite funny, but I mean at the time it was so annoying. And I remember Living Dead saying something like, oh, I've got 7 laps and 7 seconds in 7 laps I've got to catch Smithy up by, and like corner later this happened, so you know, he did manage to get past me, and as you see now, still another 20 seconds to go I believe of this sort of glitch, because I'm still floating up in the air. But he just sums this race up, to be honest. I mean, everything went wrong, the spins and not good pace and this, and yeah, still getting lapped by cars, absolute fantastic. Trying to get onto the track, whip hooray, we've gone onto the track, which was about another minute after the first lift off, so maybe they could make a flight simulator out of this game or something. But on to the last lap, under pressure on Stevie. Stevie actually had to pit, I think he had a problem in the pits as well, which pulled him back quite a long time, and we did try and have this battle on the last lap, although I'm not sure if he felt a little bit sorry for me after this 1 minute sort of flying up in the air while you let me have 8th position. I'm not sure, but you know, I was struggling on the tyres on the last lap, but thankfully I managed to finish in 8th. Obviously I'd have liked to finish higher up, but obviously when you're flying up in the air you don't expect to finish up ahead of anyone, but I did, so not all too bad. But yeah, anyway, about as my commentary's probably sounded about as exciting as this race for me, so it was not that good, but hopefully it should be a track that I do well on. It's a track that I do like, it's got quite a lot of straights, and it's a track I do prefer compared to this one, which to be honest I hope we don't race here again. It's you know, just not really my sort of track, don't suit me, to be honest, Donington, but Road America should. But anyway, there's a few points I'd like to make quick. I think the first point I saw by T6 Bullet, that the racing line should be turned off for night races. I do agree. I think if there's a car ahead that's not using the braking line and they brake too early, then a car with a racing line could rear end them because they're braking in the correct spot, and vice versa. So I think really it shouldn't be used. And I think the second point, Living Dead said that he was surprised that people use racing lines in the Elite League, which is another thing I do agree, because it don't take long to learn a track without racing lines. It probably takes 20 minutes. I suppose these guys know what gears to take the corners in, so it won't take long to actually learn the track, learn the braking points. So I do agree, but I suppose it's time consuming. But I see people, practicing this track on Thursday when the race is next Wednesday. So, I think I don't think really that's an excuse. But anyway, I've been Smithical. Thanks for watching. See you in Road America, where hopefully I can have a better race. Goodbye.